Hi guys, welcome to the channel. And as promised, I said I was going to make a video showing everyone how to change a flat tire since I had a flat tire just this past weekend. So there's 4 things you need to change a flat tire. All right, over here you need 2 tire levers. You need a spare tube, you need a cartridge, CO2 cartridge, and a chuck. Okay, some people, have even gotten to the point where they've gotten these electronic devices. This will take the place of the cartridge and the chuck. This is an electronic little mini pump that has a little plastic case because these kind of get hot. And if you're using a plastic valve, you want to use this extension tool. If you're not, then you can just put this electronic pump, mini pump, right on your valve and pump it up that way. So, first thing you want to do when you take your tire off, you either use a tire quick release or you use a through axle, and you know how to do that. But the main thing to changing a tire is once you get, the flat and you have the tire still on the rim, you want to pinch that tire and go all the way around. What this does, this brings the bead of the tire towards the center of the rim. When you do that, you disengage it from the rim, making it a little bit easier for you to take the tire off the rim. Once you've gone all the way around the rim, then you want to push the tire to the side, take one lever. You can do one or two things. Get that lever up under the tire. And then you can either put this lever here and then to get another one and keep going all the way around, or you can do this and kind of push that lever while holding the tire around and keep going. Sometimes it might damage the tire if you do that. But in the interest of time, I'm going to do it this way, which is a little bit faster. As soon as you've gone all the way around, you want to take the existing inner tube out. And for time's sake, I'm not going to take it all the way out. All right, I'm just going to take it out part way. Then you want to take your finger and run the inside of the tire nice and gently to make sure that there's no debris or a piece of glass or something like that in the tire, because when you put the tire back in, the inner tube back in, it may just automatically puncture all over again. Once you've done that, you want to put the new inner tube in, put the valve in first, go all the way back around, and make sure the inner tube is seated in the inside of the tire. Once you do that, and hopefully you have put the label of the tire along with the tube or the inner tube valve, what that does, it gives you a frame of reference, okay, of where your flat could have been. So after you do that, now you're ready to put the tire right back on. So you go around, pushing the tire back on, starting from the inner tube side, the tube side, or the valve side. All the way in. You'll hear the bead pop just like this. Sometimes you may just need a tire lever to put the tube back on once you get it to the tight part, or you could try your best to muscle it. I'd like to try and muscle it, and it may take a little while, but that's the safest way to get it back on. Sometimes you just can't get it. So you do that little trick I told you again. And what that does is kind of decreasing the diameter of the tire. Keep turning and keep muscling until it pops right back on, just like that. And that's it. Now, all you have to do, once you do that, take your chuck, open up the valve top, put the chuck on, and then put the cartridge on the chuck and fill your tire back up. But don't fill it all the way up. Fill it up maybe a little halfway. All tires have a little marking around them. You want to make sure that tire is seated correctly and it's even, equal distance all the way around. And remember, you only have to take off one side of the tire. You don't have to take off two sides, because if you take off both sides, it'll be a little bit more difficult for you to get the tire back on. So once you see that the tire is evenly seated, fill it up the rest of the way, put the tire back on the back of your bike, and off we go. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and happy riding.